Hello YouTube, this is EtaCarinaPhenix, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a few different ways that you can damage a boss. So if you guys are planning to make a boss of some kind, then these will be a few different ways that you can do it. Now if you want it to be you damage like so many different limbs or whatever, and you only damage it once, then you want to do something like this. And let me get out a bow here. And basically what this does is when, whoops, is when you shoot that, then, oh, sorry guys. So when you shoot this, it'll fall down and land on the pressure plate, which will send a signal through. And I didn't feel like going through and building a bunch of different bosses to show it to you guys that it works that way. But this signal will be the one that will go through to do whatever it is that you want to happen after you damage that limb. So for this one, it'll open up a door if you hit that spot. This one I'm going to show you guys once when I build it with you. Well, when I build it to show you how to do it. And then there's also the minecart. You shoot the minecart and then the door will open. So those are the first two ways. And then the last way will be using wireless redstone. This one right here is actually, again, like the one over here, where it's a one, where you hit the limb once, but this is just a different way of doing it. Or instead of being limbs, you could use this for like as like a marker, like different places that you have to go and shoot in order to damage the boss, because maybe the boss is really strong armor or whatever and you can't damage it with normal weapons, so you have to go and destroy this stuff, you know, whatever. It's better for that type of thing. And now on to the last one, and this one will be more of you can hit one spot repeatedly, or hit one spot once, or even hit multiple limbs, but like you can use this for multiple different limbs, but every one will have the exact same effect as the previous one. So, like, say you shoot them in the arm, it'd be the same thing as shooting them in the other arm or the leg or the heart or wherever you have it. So that'll be the first one I'm gonna build here with you guys. So I'm gonna get out the things I need for it. Okay. But again, this is using wireless redstone. And let's see. Oops, it's too low. Okay. Then off to the side, redstone dust. If you guys just follow what I'm doing right now, then you guys should have it done correctly. After I finish building it, I'll go back through and explain it to you. You want to keep shooting here until you get it to so that it's touching the pressure plate. There we go. Doesn't matter how many times it takes. You just have to get one to do that. And then let's just go ahead and do that. And stone torch. And I don't know if you guys are noticing this, so I'm going to go ahead and bring the signal down to here, make it a little bit more noticeable. But what this will do is when you look at this, then it activates that signal. So actually I should do it this way. So then I can shut that off. And that's all this is for. So, and this will work just by looking at it, and it will shut off if you're the right spot. And then it also works if you further back or right next to it or whatever, and you shoot it with an arrow, which is where the boss part comes in. But you can also have more than just that. You could have maybe several of them over here. You can have more than one active at a time, and you don't have to set it up that way either. So I'm going to go ahead and make this one like this, and then when I look at this, it will shut that off still. I come back here, I shoot it, it'll shut that off. Now the only problem is that if you guys have more than one piston throughout the map for this, then it has to be facing in a different direction. Because this has to be facing in the opposite direction from where the pressure plate is. So, pressure plate's on that side, so the piston's facing this side. If you try to do it, say, like straight like this, then you'll see that it has no effect on it. Okay, maybe it will. Huh. Oh, well, sorry about that. Last 10 or 20 times I've tried it and it didn't work for me. Let's see if it works on this side. Okay, yeah, so it has to either be facing this way, the same direction as this red, or how should I put this? It either has to be facing the same direction as this redstone here, which would be this way, or it has to be facing to the side. You can't make it face this way, as I'm showing you right now, because it has no effect on it. So, now how you get this to work for inside of the boss that you're building is wherever it is that you want the spot to be that you want to get damaged, you put a piston with a redstone torch powering it somewhere, and make sure that it is facing the direction I was telling you guys earlier. One of those two directions. And also you're going to want to make sure that this signal here will send a signal through to this piston, or to whatever pistons are going to be damaging, or are going to show the damage, because that, if you don't, so let me just go ahead and destroy this real quick. So if you just shoot the arrow there and you don't make it connect to the torch to shut it off, then this signal will stay on until that arrow disappears. So, you know, it's not going to work out too well unless you want it to be a one-time use, and that's it. You gotta make sure that that is connected to this, so that way it will push the arrow off of it when you shoot it. And if I destroy under here, you'll see that the arrow drops. Sometimes. as long as it doesn't like off to the side. But yeah, as I was showing you, works with both of these. And that's basically it for this. If you guys have any questions or anything that you guys would like me to go into more detail about with this, then comment with it. And coming back to this may look like it's just one just completely active on this side, but that's just due to lag. It's actually moving in a circle, but it's just moving so fast it looks like it's in one spot. And the game has problems loading that, that's why it looks like it's in one spot. That's the way I should word it. And the way that you do this is you just put 2 redstone repeaters facing opposite directions, full delay. It won't work unless it's full delay. Redstone dust in front and in back. And then the way that I did it is you just place down a torch and delete it immediately. And that'll get you your continuous system, your continuous redstone signal here. You can see it moving back and forth a little bit now. Well, that's how that works. And how this part right here works is that this arrow here is powering this because it's touching it. And when you look at this piston, it actually makes this piston right here update, and it makes it so that because this pressure plates actually are not supposed to activate due to arrows. Show you that right now. This is just a normal one on the ground. You can shoot it all you want and it won't activate it. But when you do this, then it glitches out a little bit and it makes it, and for whatever reason, the what's it called? The pressure plate thinks that it makes it think that that arrow is a normal block that you would throw down on it. But as soon as you look at this, for whatever reason, it makes like all the pistons update. And when it does that, then this thing realizes that it's not an actual block there. And then that sends the opposite signal down through here, because it has nothing powering it. And if I were you, I would invert it unless you need the signal on already for whatever reason. But I find it works better if it's activated and then it gets deactivated for the arrows. But make sure that you have the redstone dust connected to all of them to shut them all off so that the arrows would drop. And now I'm going to go back to the other ones over here. These ones are a lot simpler. So let's come over here. So right here in the middle, it's going to be where the item frame is. And you can use paintings. It does not have to be an item frame. You can use paintings, but I find that item frames tend to work a bit better. And you don't have to worry about it becoming a big one and moving in some weird direction. But you're gonna want you're gonna want 2 spaces in front of it, the one right below it, and then one in every direction in front of it and to the sides. You're gonna want all of that to have pressure plates on it, wooden pressure plates. Stone ones won't work because it doesn't read normal items. It only reads living things being on it because of the weight. So then and then from here I'm going to go underneath And then underneath all of that, you want to put redstone dust. Come out here. You're going to want to bring it out to whatever it is that you want it to do. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out a door now. So I'm just going to make this door, make this go to here. And then when I shoot that, it'll open up the door. As long as you're not flying. Okay. Okay, whoops. That was stupid of me. Anyways, that'll open up the door. Then you can just go up, pick it up or whatever to reset it. But because this is a boss, and this is a one-time use thing, like I explained earlier, that's how that works. And if you guys would like, I could show you guys a way to make this, make it so that each item can go down and like if you have so many different points, I could show you how to make it so that every single one of the points have to be hit before whatever happens that you want to happen after you beat the boss. But then, whoops. But now for this one is well, this one's a little bit different, but it's the same basic thing. You don't have to bring it up that high. I just like to because this is one that I see being at a higher distance, or higher up in the sky, however you want to word it. So then you have to get a detector rail, put it wherever it is that you want the minecart to go, then place the minecart. Then you want to put a block 2 spaces below it, put redstone dust, redstone repeater, then redstone dust, and guide that to whatever you want to lead it to. So for me, it's going to be a door, yet again. I know, I'm getting very creative here. Just going to go ahead and set this up here real quick. So now you take your bow and arrow, you shoot it, and the door opens. And how it works is the minecart, when it's on a detector rail, it activates the redstone dust below it. That deactivates this torch, which means that there's no signal going through anywhere. Once I get rid of I need to stop doing that. Once I get rid of that minecart, there's no longer any redstone signal here on this dust, which means that this redstone torch will now go on, and that will send a signal through to the rest of it to open up the door. And again, if there's anything that you guys would like me to go into better detail with, anything that you think I left out, then please comment saying what it is and what you would like me to put into another video, because I will upload more videos if you guys think I missed something out. And I will go back and put in better detail. And if you guys liked the video, then please like the video. And subscribe to my channel if you'd like more tutorials or to see some of the things that I've built. I'm gonna try to start uploading more frequently than I have been, and also comment with anything that you guys would like to see me at least attempt to build for you. If you put something in the listing, I will more than likely try it, as long as it's redstone related and it's not going to take me a few years to make, like something like a computer. That I probably won't do because it would take me way too long and I get bored too quick. But yeah, if you guys have anything, then please comment with it. And I will give you credit if you do. I'll give you credit for suggesting it. If you have a YouTube channel, you can leave a comment or whatever saying what it is. If you guys would like me to, if you guys would like to hang out on here or whatever, my gamer tag is EtaCarinaPhenix, and it's pronounced EtaCarinaPhenix. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a nice day.